also want to bring up the point where, so Mayor Adams, you're telling me that drill is bad. So what do you think about Jay-Z? Jay-Z was a crack dealer, right? Back in like the 90s and 80s.
A billionaire.
Right? What is he now? He's chilling at the Super Bowl, married to Beyonce, fine ass. He got a nice ass crib. So, let me
like Jay-Z also got like curates the music for the Super Bowl now.
Exactly. And guess what he started as? He just started off a rapper and the same projects as these dudes. Yo, what's going on, yo? Here it is, the J.S show here at WSU Radio. Here, the #1 radio station in New York City, #1 college radio station here in New York City and the country over NYU. And I'm here with, of course, I'm your host. Before I introduce my people, I'm here, your host, Jonathan JS, whatever you want to call me. I'm here with my co-host.
Eric G, Lord Greatness. You already know what it is. It's good.
And I got my guest right over here.
Yo, what's good? My name is Judah, a.k.a. Yoda the Dome, you feel me?
Now you Huda.
I like that. That's smooth. So, all right. So today, we're just going to be going right into this topic. So last time we was talking about Isaiah Rashad and his unfortunate incident. Like I said, I'm still bumping free lunch till this day. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against Isaiah Rashad.
Hey, yo, the first bar on Webby Flow hit different, though. But, yeah. I said, Shorty, can you suck you on my... You know it's big enough.
And so like we said, and so today we got another hip-hop. We're going to be going into hip-hop again, talking about our new mayor in the city. And he's been making a lot of noise recently. And he's kind of been upsetting a lot of us. And he has been making unfair decisions. And I'm just going to talk about him real quick. Mayor Adams. So today, not today, just recently, Mayor Adams had a meeting. Well, before we get to that, Mayor Adams had a statement where he came out on the stage in the news to the public where he basically came out and said, hey guys, I think this drill rap is causing a lot of violence in the inner cities. And I feel like this drill rap is the reason why the violence in the inner cities is rising. And then just recently, Mayor Adams, on social media, everyone got out his ass. Everyone tore him up. Oh yeah. The shade room, everyone tore him up in the comment section. And basically, Mayor Adams just had a new meeting basically with a bunch of drill rappers. I think it was Fabio,
B-Love. Yeah, it was like Fabio, and it was
another one, I believe. It was a lot of big group of them.
Yeah, a lot of drill rappers came up and everything. And basically, I just want to talk about what's y'all opinions on Mayor Adams. Let's just start off with this. What y'all think about Mayor Adams?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do miss Cuomo. I kind of did like Cuomo, but we know his body and how he was moving before. Yeah. I don't stand with that sexual assault or any of that stuff. So he had to go.
Me, personally, I don't really keep up with politics, even though I feel like I need to. I'm getting older, but honestly, I don't really agree with the whole statement of drill rap is causing violence in the city, because drill rap has been around for how many years?
Going all the way back to the 90s, 80s, bro.
And violence in the inner city has always been a problem, so I don't really agree to just blame it on one genre of rap, especially one of the biggest movements in New York we've had in a minute. Yeah. So yeah.
So, and that's what I was just about, and I wanted to go to the whole point with Mayor Adams, where he brings up that the drill, the drill is what's causing a lot of this, a lot of this violence and everything to rise in the cities and everything like that. But my whole thing about it is this, with the whole drill scene and everything like that. These guys are just rapping about their lives. They're just talking about what they grew up with, how they grew up, what's their environment like. They're not trying to obviously some of them may be faking, fronting, but majority of them, this is how they grew up. This is just their lives. So then when I see a Mayor Adams coming up on stage feeling so out of touch, talking about his son had to introduce him to, his son introduced him to drill rap. He doesn't really know what's going on in his city. That kind of worried me, honestly. Because I'm as a mayor, especially as a black mayor, how do you not know what's going on in your inner cities or in your own neighborhoods and everything like that? It kind of just shocked me to see that our mayor is
I just want to say, along with going with that, you know, if you, as the mayor, if you don't know what's going on with your city, then what are you doing, guiding it, leading it? You know?
Exactly.
Because it's just you're blindly trying to lead them to a direction you don't know where it's going.
Exactly. And that's what was kind of worrying me about this when I first like came and saw it. Like I actually posted on my story. I was like, this is a joke. Like I was laughing at the whole thing because I'm like, so now you're gonna bring these drill rappers up here? Are you gonna try and talk to them, look tough for the people, look like you down for the culture and everything like that? When you was telling everybody that you wanted to basically you want to get rid of all this trash, what's going on in our city and our culture and everything like that. Especially when you're black, man, too. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why it really just kind of like, and it kind of got me upset and kind of got me mad about what he's been doing recently and kind of what's been going on with him. And I don't know if you guys and like I said, this is mostly about the whole drill thing because I don't want to go too deep into politics. I want to keep this more on the rap side. Yeah. So basically, because I want to go more into like the whole aspect of drill and everything like that, correlating with it with politics, because basically people kind of see it as like, all right, so he's trying to say drill rap is increasing the violence, which doesn't realize that the reason why this violence is like this in this drill rap and the reason why these guys' neighborhood is like this, it's because of your policies, bro. It's because of the people that you hang around, the people that you go to dinner with, the people that you always around and stuff like that. They're the reason why these people's neighborhoods is like that. These guys didn't choose to grow up like that. They didn't choose to be raised like that.
I want to add to it, you know, actually was doing more damage than drill rap. If drill rap is doing any type of damage, is the fact of gentrification, because now you're pushing people out of their own neighborhoods and grouping them together, and then like causing more violence inside there.
Exactly.
If you want to do anything, stop raising the prices of places that were once affordable to live in, you know?
And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if y'all seen this, cause y'all in New York. I know you from New York, and I know you be around New York. I be around New York. I remember in the summer, I was with my girl, and I remember I was walking. I think it was like Upper East Side, like bougie area. And basically, I remember I seen an ad. It said the new Harlem. The new Harlem. Let me see if I can show y'all this. And I couldn't believe when I saw this. I actually was kind of like, I can't believe this is real. Let me see.
What the heck?
Nah.
Y'all didn't see this?
Nah, I didn't see that.
I've never seen this.
Why is there two white men in a tux, like on a porch? What's Harlem about that?
So basically what they was trying to promote was, oh, we're gonna clean up Harlem.
Basically gentrify it to make it more expensive to live there, so that all the people who are like in lower class are gonna move out.
Yeah, you know I see about like, you see how they like posted up on the like the stoop or like outside. It's kind of usually that you know minorities usually be outside,
where the term porch monkey came from.
Yeah, and like how they're posted on the stoop is like taking out the black in the community or like the minority and putting two white males in suits, which is crazy, that's wild.
Right? I remember, and it's crazy, I used to see this advertisement the whole summer. I was seeing this advertisement. Anytime I would go walk around those areas, I would see this crazy ass advertisement. And I would just be like, and I was like, is this the new, like, this is what y'all really trying to promote? And then when I seen, that's why it really, every time I see something that Mayor Adams does, and I'm so mad that it's Mayor Adams that's really the one pushing all this, and they got him at the forefront of all this. When I first seen him come out and say that drill rap is an issue and everything like that, and I forgot, what did he just do a month prior to this too?
I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure.
It was something that Mayor Adams did right before, like a month before this. But it kind of just correlates with what I was saying with how they're trying to gentrify like the city and everything like that, and how you're trying to push. That's right. He wanted to ban drill rap and everything like that it was so crazy to the point where he said he wanted to ban it on like the airways, on YouTube, like on Instagram. Like he wanted to ban it off social media.
Yo, but like where was the same energy for like all the metal and rock heads that were talking about killing yourself and shooting up schools and stuff? Like y'all didn't have any energy towards that. I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to have any hatred towards those genres, by the way. I'm just saying like, why is it the genre that's mainly popularized by black folks? It's is dominated by mostly black folks.
Yeah, and like someone want to say like him saying he want to ban drill rap is basically like him trying to silence another voice of black people. You know, like drill rap is even though yes it is violent lyrics, but it's just because that's the way they live, and it's just showing like this is, you know, how we express ourselves and show the world like this is what we go through on a day-to-day basis, not mainly also in the sense of glorifying it, but just telling it how it is, that's how they really live their life. And for him to say he wants to ban it and take it off YouTube is just silencing another voice of the not so many voices we have for our black community, you feel me?
And when I see that it's like a black mayor like doing all this, it really upsets me because when I like seeing like black politicians, you know, like and I know a lot of people like used to give like Obama slack and everything like that, but honestly, seeing like a black man at that position, it was inspiring. Honestly, it was nice to see that.
Yeah, it is.
So when you see like a mayor, like the black mayor of New York City, when's the last time New York City's had a black mayor?
I can't even tell you.
Like
I'm not from New York. I can't
even tell you.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like when I see we finally get a black mayor, and he's like pushing all this, it hurts.
No, it does. It does.
It hurts honestly because it feels like to me it seems like it's a safe way for those people in the background to push what they want out there by having a black man pushing all that. Because you know, all right, let's say Como came out and said, "Oh, I'm gonna ban all drill rap." What you think everyone would be like?
Racist.
Yeah. Everyone would be like, "Hell nah, he racist as hell. We don't want Como in there." But you hear a black man say it, and here's the thing: the white people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's racist as hell." But you hear a black man say it, what you think they're gonna be like?
Oh yes, monkey. Yeah, yes, monkey. We totally agree with you, you Negro.
Right, exactly. Like they're gonna be like, all right, oh that's okay. Like we kind of think it's bad anyways, hearing all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like it really just upsets me. Like when I see him like pushing all this energy towards something like you said. You brought up a really good point when you said black voices.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those are just black voices in the black community. They're not, like I said, and I was bringing up the point earlier, these guys, these drill rappers, yeah, I get it, drill rap is fun for anything like that, but you see where all those music videos are shot.
Yeah, in their own neighborhoods.
Yeah, they're not shot in these nice mansions, they're shot in the projects.
Yeah, exactly. If you really have an issue with it, then how about you put funding towards the projects where they live in?
Exactly. Like they're not being paid by some big label. Maybe when they make it big, they'll get paid by that label.
Yeah.
But these dudes are in their neighborhood.
And matter of fact, I want to touch up on that too, right? There's also labels trying to capitalize off this stuff too. So why are you attacking like the artist and not the label?
Right. That's the other thing. And speaking of labels capitalizing on drill,
yeah.
Have you gone down to like, man, one of these like areas in New York City, all you hear is Pop Smoke.
Exactly, man. Not just like New York City, all over the world. I was watching the Super Bowl. If you listen to, there was like one point they played Dior. You got basketball players, you got like football players woo walking, doing the Crip dance everywhere. Even people in Europe, bro. There's people in Europe doing drill music, and they like woo walking, twirling, all that stuff in their videos.
Right. And that's why I'm like, man, Adams, you want to ban it, bro? Like that's just a bad look, bro.
If anything, it's just showing you how much New York is influencing the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like the drill movement in New York has been one of the biggest pops in like the rap game in a while. Like, cause you know you've obviously had like the other scenes of drill like Chicago and that, but like the New York drill and the sound of it is reaching all in the UK. All thing as you know, as Gary was saying, you know, people out in the Europe walking, you know, twirling, all that, and like it just shows you like. Yeah, you might think it's like a bad thing, but it shows you how much like I feel like they don't want to look at the positive side that comes out of drill rap.
Yeah.
It's like it brings together communities and neighborhoods, you know, shooting in their own neighborhoods and like yeah, I feel like they're just cutting that whole entire side of the music out.
Yeah, and that was a great point you brought up with like how it brings up the positive.
Yeah.
It's like you said, there's a lot of positive drill, like coming together.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring the positive too, like because we had like a lot of drill rappers come to the station.
Yeah.
A lot of them, what they do is they get money, and their boys who don't even rap, they put them in opportunities to like meet people, to make money themselves. Like you see Fabio Foreign, like he was just a broke bum dude in Brooklyn, and now he out there it's true.
Right,
now he out there with a mansion. He bring all of his boys with him. You know, like he's still like rest in peace T. Wu. You know, he had T. Wu with him at every show. it just shows a positive side. You know, it's bringing people. Actually, drill brought the community together more than like, separating them.
Exactly. So then I also want to bring up the point where, so Mayor Adams, you're telling me that drill's bad. So what do you think about Jay-Z? Jay-Z was a crack dealer, right? Back in like the 90s and 80s.
A billionaire.
Right? What is he now? He's chilling at the Super Bowl, married to Beyonce, fine ass. But got a nice ass crib. So, let me
like Jay-Z also got he also curates the music for the Super Bowl now.
Exactly. And guess what he started as? He just started off a rapper and the same projects as these dudes.
The Marcy projects.
Yeah. Doing the same thing that these dudes is doing right now.
Yeah.
And what's the but you look up to Jay-Z and you like, oh, I bet you if you ran to Jay-Z, he'd be like, oh, can I get an autograph? Oh, I love you, Jay-Z. I respect everything about you. So what if you met Jay-Z 15, 20 years ago? Would you still be saying the same thing? You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, don't be trying to block these voices. Don't be trying to like push this to the side and push it away and everything like that. Because let them do with what they have. Let them make with what they have. Let them create with where they are. And then watch the beauty you can make out of it. Because even still, look at, like, I'll use the example, Pop Smoke, for example. Yeah. Rest in peace. Although he didn't get that chance to really push it to the limit that he would, his voice is heard all over the world now. All over the world, bro. You go to Europe, they hear his stuff.
Matter of fact, I think I'm pretty sure that was a dancing mode on Fortnite as well.
It really?
I'm pretty sure it was. I think I saw like something. Somebody did send me something like, yo, they got you getting sturdy on Fortnite.
You the Fortnite references, bro.
Pop Smoke did reach a lot of people though. Like even like I remember, it's crazy. Like, and it showed you like how much of an impact that kind of music had. Cause literally not a month before, like before he really blew up, my cousin, she did not know who Pop Smoke was at all. Like he was at all. And then like out of nowhere, like everybody and their mothers was like listening to Dior, all that. You know, Welcome to the Party. And like it just, you know, it reached a mass of people and it connected them to like this one genre of music.
Oh yeah. And it's and like I said, that's like you said, it's the voice. That's the voice, and it's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, when they're in their neighborhoods, they're gonna probably be dissing somebody, cause unfortunately, that's the environment that you gave them.
Yeah.
They didn't choose to grow up there. I bet you, if you ask any of them right now, would you rather grow up in some nice little suburbs, or would you want to grow up in the project? I bet you they'll say, oh yeah, I'll have my boys, but I want to be in the suburbs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I tell you right now, though, it's like you said, you can make so much out of it if you don't pay attention to the negative in it.
Because me, I like speak on the negative, like especially when it comes to like, you know, obviously them dissing each other in their drill song. That's not just the drill, that's just a thing in hip hop culture that goes way back to like Ice Cube, No Vaseline, look at him and NWA, that goes way back to a genre of hip hop that had nothing to do with East Coast hip hop, if you want to be like specific. So like even the negative, like that's just a part of like hip hop culture in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like you said, that's just a part of the culture. And in hip hop, and even the broader thing, it's a part of black culture too. That's why, like I said, I'll go right back to what I was saying. When I see a black man finally get into a high up position, finally get a position where you can really change stuff and use your voice, you use your voice to tear your own community down, to tear your own culture down, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I laughed at the meeting. When I saw the meeting on Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, really, bro? But I was like, honestly, I'm glad someone threw something at his head. I'm glad someone said, yo, what is you doing, bro? These are dudes that I'm sure that if they saw you, they would love to have a conversation with you. And guess what? He did. I'm glad he went and have a conversation with these dudes. Went and talked to them. Cause guess what? When you try to make them less than what they are, that validates it for other people to be that already probably had that mindset in the back of their head to make them seem like they're less than what they are when they really not. At the end of the day, they just dudes that grew up in an unfortunate situation and products of their environment. Nothing much more than that, you know.
They just dudes that, you know, at the end of the day, you want to look at it too. They just dudes that love to make music.
Exactly.
Regardless of the genre, they just love to make music. respected by everybody, like every other musician.
Exactly.
And I also wanted to touch up on this too, right before we gotta like get close to wrapping up. So like let's compare New York to other cities, right? Chicago has been known to be as dangerous as it has been for a while, and this was before even drill music was created in Chicago. And like how we talked about Philadelphia, which is where I live around, right? Philadelphia has been like getting worse year by year, and drill music is not really all that big in Philadelphia. It may have like been trying to like start to get creative, but it's still not that big, and Philly's still doing the number that it is. So why are you trying to blame drill in New York for it? Drill's not the problem, it's the environment. And like if you want to like change it, if you want to save it, then you need to fix the environment instead of just trying to blame something that they used to express themselves.
Exactly. That's true. That's a
Yeah.
really good point. To wrap it up here, I'd just like to say, like, for Mayor Adams and everything like that, like I said, I joked about it a little bit when I saw him bring those people up to his office. But like I said, I'm kind of glad that he brought them up there. Like, he brought all these artists up there from those neighborhoods, like, and they made it successful. And I'm glad he did it, gave them a voice and actually had a conversation to get to know these people. Because like I said, you made a beautiful point when you said they just dudes that like making music. At the end of the day, there's no difference between them, Katy Perry, and Lady Gaga.
Nah, no difference at all.
There's no difference. It's just they just grew up differently. It's Katy Perry grew up in a church, and they grew up in the projects of the Bronx or Brooklyn, or Harlem. It's not really like there's no difference between them. So, like I said, I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, I just want Matt Adams. Please stop with this, bro. Stop letting them control your voice. Have a voice for your own people and stop tearing down your own people, bro. We like seeing the black man. I don't know the last time New York had a black man. Please don't disappoint us, bro. You only been in there for like a month. So, conclude it here. I'm going to conclude it up here. I'm your host, Jonathan JS. And I would like to thank my co-host.
Eric G, Will Greatness, what's up?
And my guest.
What's good, Judah, aka Yoda the Dawn.
Alright, and I'd like to thank y'all for listening. This is the J.S show here at WSU Radio. Thank y'all here for listening, and I'm gonna conclude it right here.